What's up, everybody? It is Tatiana again, okay? With come on, Michael Parker. Well, let's introduce you.
Girl, she just introduced me and then halfway didn't introduce me.
All right, I'm the world's worst.
Welcome y'all to once again Watch for the Hook Wednesdays
Thank you for cleaning it up.
for the Watch for the Hook Business and Entrepreneur Podcast. I got my co-pilot next to me as
Uh-uh.
always,
I'm,
Miss
I'm the
Parker.
main pilot.
Oh, okay. Well, it's two steering wheels, but all right, let's fly this thing, Miss Parker. Let's go at it. So, Miss Parker, what we talking about today?
So today I want to talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart. Kind of personal to me. What is your definition of a design? Because I got my perspective. I'm sure you have your perspective. And there are people on the outside parts of the world that probably have their perspective as well.
Exactly. And so when we talk about design, we're talking about apparel design.
Yes.
And so what you're looking for a design is something that will attract potential
Yeah.
customers.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And always remember, old adage is you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Nope.
And so what me and Ms. Parker have learned over our years of being in this business is that you have to have something that grabs people's attention.
Yeah.
And one way that we've learned of grabbing people's attention is first what? Do your research.
Yeah.
Number two is getting with somebody who is an expert or a subject matter expert
Right.
in the field of being a graphic designer.
Yes.
Listen, folks, we get it. There are a lot of designs out there,
And designers.
that too. But you got to understand beforehand what will work for you and your company.
You should understand what will work for you. You should have a clear vision of what you're trying to make work. And more importantly, you should have somebody on your team that understands you, understands your vision, and can properly execute an appropriate design for a specific product.
Because what we've learned is over the years, there are text, that's one word, that's one version of a design.
Yeah,
Text.
it
Text is
is.
just words. Then there's graphics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Graphics
yeah.
is pictures.
Pretty much, yeah.
Something that somebody creates, comes up with a vision that you've talked to and sat down with, explain to them. This is where we're trying to go, and we want somebody to create that vision and bring it to life
Yeah,
in a graphic. Then there's also what we learned is there are statement pieces.
yeah.
Statement pieces aren't just text, but they're texts that say something.
Quickly.
Bam, to the point.
But then there's also a combination text and graphic.
Exactly. We just gave you like five different,
Those 4.
four different concepts of designs.
Mhm.
So, bam, you're just sitting there like, oh, what design will attract the customer that you are potentially looking for?
And who are you getting to design it? Like, you keep tiptoeing around it, like
Hey, listen, I said a verified graphic designer because I think now we're in that realm of
God, yes.
they're making it sound
The
like start your t-shirt brand today.
Yeah, start your t-shirt business today.
Yeah, it sounds simple.
It sounds so simple.
It's a lot more to it.
It's not that simple.
People are like, oh, just go get you some t-shirts from a
Yeah.
local warehouse or wholesaler, stick something on it, bam, sell it online.
Yeah, don't work like that. At
No,
least not for long.
not for long. Listen, you have to understand there has to be a method to your madness.
I hope it is.
First step in your method is what is your definition of a design?
What are you trying to do? Because I've seen people and we get hit with a lot of people. We can design this for you. We can let me no, 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 no. That's not gonna work. And I can easily tell that you're not a trained graphic artist, graphic designer. Now, when I say that, I don't mean someone that has 80,000 accolades behind their name. There are a lot of wonderful graphic designers and artists that don't necessarily complete school,
Exactly.
trade, 4 year, whatever. They don't. But you can still tell that they're trained.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Forget checking. I'm not checking to see where you graduated from, what was your GPA,
Yes.
but it doesn't take too long to realize this person is or is not trained. It does not.
Yes.
In the level of detail in the work that they do, the level of complexity or the way that they're even able to simplify your too damn complex design
Exactly.
will tell it all.
So for us, the graphic designer we use, by the way, is Maya Gray.
Love
And
her.
we came about getting in contact with Maya through a wholesaler
Yeah.
who we were dealing with, and they were like, we can save you some time and money if you just go speak to her directly.
Right, but even besides all of that, she was already vetted at that point.
She was already a graphic
She was
designer.
already freaking vetted. So I see people walking around saying, so and so designed this for me. And I'm over here in my head, not judging, but I am doing a mental audit, okay?
Yes,
Not judging, but mentally auditing. And I'm like, that's not a seasoned graphic designer. That doesn't mean don't give anybody new out the gate, but I promise you, even between a halfway trained and a day planning software type of person on Sunday morning, you can tell the difference. But I'm looking at the design and I'm just like, that ain't no design. Like that literally is not a design. Because in my head, I have a checklist. I have a list of criteria that all of these things need to hit, need to, you need to be able to touch them.
exactly.
And I'm just sitting up here like, why do people keep saying they're doing designs or they're designing? And they've never designed for a product, for a chest plate. Um, but you're saying that's what you're doing, and that's really not it. Or there are probably people out there that could get your message across. Um, Fuck it, a lot better.
Exactly. And one thing that we've noticed is that when you're in the business of being an apparel brand like we are, you will get hit on social media, guy,
All the time.
and not listen. And I tell you, like I deal with the social media, graphic designers or design companies or manufacturers
Yeah,
come out the woodwork.
all the
Hey,
time.
I can do this for you. I can
Mhm.
do that for you. And I'm like, but what you're sending back to me, we've already done.
And actually, it's better than what you sent to me.
So
So
then you
don't
got
do it.
so then you're looking at like you may be a graphic designer, but you may not be for us.
Or you may be a graphic designer that's not you don't necessarily have the eye for graphic design for apparel or graphic design for product. And I'm gonna give you this example, and this is why I say this. There are some people that are wonderful photographers, fabulous photographers, okay? Family, life events, beautiful. But they not with product photography, okay?
Product picture.
Product pics. They not with it. Just because they can shoot the best wedding pics, best wedding videography, um, prom pictures, whatever. There's a different eye or there's a needed eye
Yes.
for product pics. So there's a difference. Like so serious, there is a difference. That doesn't mean they're a bad photographer. It doesn't mean at all. That just means there's someone more equipped to do my product photography. Does that make sense?
What Ms. Parker says is they didn't capture your design correctly.
No, you didn't mess up my goddamn ankle.
Because the thing is, when you are in the design and apparel business,
Right.
that's what you got to capture.
That shit better look like what's on my site, which better look like what it's gonna look like when they receive that merch in their hand. Else, there's going to be a customer service issue.
Exactly. And so what you're looking at when you go into that realm, you're like, did my design come across the way it was supposed to.
Right. Right.
If that is a faux pas, you missed.
Right.
You know what happens when you miss? You've wasted time and money,
And you lose.
and you lose, which then could hurt your sales,
Yeah.
hurt your product.
A repeat customer?
Yes, because it's all about the first impression.
Yeah.
Your first impression, they've got to know what you are and what you are about.
Yeah.
And let's just say, if your design ain't hidden, they already quitting. Let me tell it again. If
Yeah.
if it ain't hidden, they quitting.
That's true because you may be the world's best at designing, I don't know, what's something good people design? I don't know. You might be the best at making something for a picture that could be put on canvas to be hung up on the wall. Anything like that. A flyer for the PTA. I don't know,
Yeah,
anything. I'm not saying you're that simple. I'm just saying they may have the eye for that type of audience versus an eye for an audience that you need to pay.
I put it to you like this, and that's exactly what you're saying. Person that can design a greeting card may not be able to design apparel.
That's true.
You know why? Two totally different lanes.
Two totally different two totally different eyes.
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about. What is your definition of a design? And as the owner, operator, CEO, CFO of business.com, whatever you are, you have to understand what message you're trying to convey
Yes.
to your potential customer from the jump.
And the designer has to get that message.
Yes, you have to make sure that they understand. I am trying to gravitate
Yeah.
and grab a certain people's attention,
Right.
a certain age group, possibly,
Yeah.
a certain ethnicity.
Ethnicity.
Yeah, that. You know what I mean? I mean, let's just be honest. We black.
We are.
So I mean, let's just keep it buck. We appealing to black folk first. Not saying we ain't appealing, we ain't trying to grab everybody else's attention.
But it ain't even about appealing to our our culture first.
Yes.
We literally we are naturally going to appeal to the areas that we deal with.
Yes.
That's just kinda how it is.
Exactly. And a design for, let's say, an 18-year-old in a demographic you're trying to appeal to will probably be different for a design for, let's say, a 27-year-old
Right, right,
that you're
right.
trying to appeal to. So you got to understand, what is your definition of a design
And who are you getting to design it?
and who you trying to get?
Yeah, yeah.
Text, graphic, two. Text and graphic, that's three. Those are three different designs right
Yeah,
there
it is.
off top. And those are just normal things that you look at.
But a trained individual will know that.
Yes,
They will know this is too boring. This is missing an element. This is missing a component. This is not going to be a design that'll look good on the back. This won't look good on the left lapel. This may look good on the right lapel. This chest plate only. It's a lot of things that are involved. And I feel like a lot of people are just you're throwing around the fact you design something and really you should probably still be trying.
that goes back into being intentional
Yeah.
in your business.
Yeah.
And those things are going to be what I've said a lot of times. You got to check your ego at the door
You do.
because just because it appeals to you does not mean it will appeal to the masses
That's right.
because the masses keep you in
They
business.
do.
You ain't going to keep you in business.
But even still, a trained designer will understand to take what you just asked for, make sure they're conveying the message properly, that whatever they do will translate, but also it needs to be current and on trend, but still not lose you. That's what a trained person does.
Exactly. And I'm a
That's a lot.
and see Miss Parker. is hitting y'all on the design end. I'ma come from the owner end. I may not even know what that means.
Exactly.
I just came to you because you said you design stuff.
Telling people you out there designing something you really not. You designing some mess.
So you see what I'm saying? As an owner, that person may not even understand
All of that need to be included.
the
Yeah.
concepts of what designing means.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey man, I got this. I want to try this. This is what we trying to do. Can you design something for me? And
But
then, go back. Do this side one more time. And that right there starts the problem. Did you hear what just happened? Therein, if I'm the owner, that side means I'm already tired.
yep. No, 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 no.
You're already tired and you haven't even got started.
Yep.
Tell people all the time, nobody can love this more than you.
But even still, and I'll shut up because I feel like I ran my mouth
No,
because I
keep
really could
going.
have
I need
gone.
this. I want you to keep going. Keep
No,
going.
I really could have gone on a whole tangent
I
because
need
that
the
stuff just
tangent.
like it irritates me. It annoys me because I feel like you're self-proclaiming to be an expert and you're not. You up here designing the community PTA flyer and you think I'm gonna have you whipping up to go on my no, it's not going on my site and I'm not paying for production. But also when you up here talking to these people that are air quote designing, I'm putting the air quote fingers around me. Like, do they even understand you have a brand? Better yet, do you understand if you have a brand or not? Do you have a brand?
That means you need to go through brand development.
Sure do.
Most people don't understand that the term brand development even exists.
Because I mean, if you out here just slapping stuff on whatever product you slapping it on, it's gonna be just that. That's as far as it's gonna go. It's not gonna evolve because evolution ties into each other, right?
Yes.
It's a linkage, one
Yes.
step to the next to the next. If you out here just designing stuff, it's gonna be a new design, a new design, a new design, and they will not connect.
One thing we learned about your designs, they have to tell a story.
They do. They need to be current. They need to be telling a story. They need to be identifiable. And if you're willing to put the time and energy into a brand, it needs to be a part of the brand.
And even deeper, they need to tell your story.
And it should. But you need to have a designer that's capable of telling your story for you because that's ultimately what they do.
Yes. Designers are creators.
Yeah.
Creators are people who develop something from a concept.
Yep.
Conception goes deeper than words, letters,
Yep.
text, graphics, even your design itself. They have to go deeper than
Yeah.
that.
But you should be so comfortable that you should be able to say, and I'm using us for an example, we'll hit our designer up and go, hey, we looking to do this particular product and we wanted to have something like this on there. And something like this usually ain't no picture, y'all.
Nope, it's
It's
concept.
it's about 3 words.
Yep. Trying to go from A to B to C to D, but we at A right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. By the time and then honestly, she'll hit us back. Okay, on it, working on it, doing it. And then a couple days later, we got a whole design. Like, oh crap. You know, we told her these 3 little words, and this is what we got. We got this back. Something we never thought we would have had. And we'd be like, man, floored, wonderful.
For the visual folks that's seeing this video, you see concepts right behind me and Ms. Parker. That concept was not around in 2019.
Nope.
This what we doing was not around in
No.
2019. You know how it came about?
Like come about Michael.
We asked somebody to create a design
Yeah.
for us. Our podcast design is totally different
Yeah.
than the designs that we have put out, basically.
But it's still linked to our brand.
Exactly. So the concept still tells your story,
Right.
and it still gives the people who deal with you that connecting piece.
Yep.
And that is one of the biggest things for your designs is it has to build a connection.
So let me break this down. I feel like I done ran over time.
Oh, we got all the time.
Our designer created such wonderful elements for our brand after we realized, and she slapped us in the face a couple of times, you don't have a brand, not yet. Okay. We
Nope.
worked on it though. We worked on it. But the concepts and everything that was created was so wonderful that we could tie that in and build the podcast concept off of it. That's what I'm talking about. That's
Yes.
how you know you working with somebody legit that understands you. They're gonna speak for you through design. You're not gonna have to explain to them 18 different damn times what you're trying to do because they're gonna get it.
Exactly.
And let me tell you something. When you find people like that, I suggest you be willing to pay that price.
Yes. You also have to understand with greatness and achievement
Yeah.
will come a tag,
Right.
price
Right.
tag.
Right.
I
So
mean,
it's like I hate that though. Like I just feel so used and I just feel dirty when people are like, "Oh yeah, I got this design." Oh, that was design. Oh, that was design. No, that's not a design. And that's not me judging. That's me doing a mental audit because we've had to go through audits where
constant
where them egos is checked at the door and it's like you can take this shit's either positive and be receptive or you can take it negative and not ever be able to have something that can evolve. You will only have singular one designs that'll never connect. So
success is not a straight path. Success is a path that is only defined when you have obtained your goal.
that's right.
Your design or design concepts will be the beginning of that path.
Yeah, that's right.
That is your A. And by the time you get to Z or AA, because let me tell you,
He said AA.
your alphabet will start over. You know, it's 26 letters, go to A to Z. You go AA. That's step 27.
It is.
BB is step 28. CC is step
It'll
29.
go AA, AB, AC, AD.
Oh yeah. See, you see what I'm saying? But you're still on the road to success, but you have to start at A. A is your what is it? What's my design concept? What's my concept of a design that is going to attract the customer that I'm trying to relay my message to? Who am I gravitating to? Who am I trying to grab?
Yeah,
We've learned that changes a lot.
it does.
It will not stay singular. It will
It
not stay.
shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't because everything changes.
It better.
So the designs that worked in 2019 probably 9 times out of 10 would not work in 2023 going forward. Because what has happened? The time has
The
changed.
time has
People's
changed.
minds, your customers have changed.
Trends have changed.
They've aged up or out or
Yes.
all right,
Yes.
other
Yes.
things.
Yes.
They've decided I'm not doing that no more.
Nope. Ain't about that life no more.
Exactly. So what we say is when you are thinking about what is my definition of a design or what you consider a design, remember it changes. You are looking for who you're trying to gravitate to.
Yeah.
Me and Ms. Parker have said it time and time again. What happens today probably won't happen tomorrow.
Nope.
Be ready for today. Be ready for tomorrow.
Right?
Ms. Parker, what you
Yes.
got to get these people on out this door today?
I'm gonna speak facts. I'm gonna be real truthful right now.
Give it to
It's raw and unfiltered right here.
them. Tune in. Here it comes.
So, if you're brave enough and bold enough to ask an opinion, on this new design, air quote that thing, design, 'cause I've been talking about that. Are you gonna be strong enough to handle their response? So if you come to me and ask me, "This is my design, what do you think about it?" Are you gonna be able to handle the heat if it's warranted? When I come back and ask, "Oh, that's a design?" 'Cause that's really not a question, that's a rhetorical statement right there. That's rhetorical. So hopefully you can handle that response if it's warranted. But just know, it ain't me judging. That's doing a mental audit on what you have put in front of me. So don't ask me the truth if you don't wanna know it, because 'cause Imma tell you, "Oh, that's a design?" Look like it was done in one of them softwares.
And when Miss Parker say me or we talking about whoever you ask that opinion
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Because let's be honest, your customers will vary, opinions will vary, which means your designs got to vary.
Right on.
Hey, we'll catch y'all next time.